question was, you were saying that when we die, we don't take our time with us.
Yes.
But when we put so much energy into spirituality,
Yeah.
you don't per se maturely see any.
Also, don't see anything to be taken sort of
Yeah.
with the person, right? Very good question. Actually, this should make us think. Then, am I practicing a spirituality or a path of spirituality which is post-dated check, or is this real, right? Because at least as per Vedic way of thinking,
Yeah.
spirituality cannot be just a post-dated check. Otherwise, if I tell that, you do a different way of life, but to experience it, you need to die. Doesn't make sense. Majority of people who are practicing any sort of religion are thinking that I need to die and go to heaven. I need to die and achieve something, right? I need to die and will go somewhere. And sort of perfection of bhakti is coming with something after life, right? So doesn't matter which path it is. Majority of people are thinking like this. Vedic life in general, bhakti in particular, are not like this.
Yeah.
This is a process wherein experience is now. Krishna speaks of it in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyaksha Gaumam Dharmyam Susukham Kartumavyayam. That this knowledge is the king of all knowledge, this is the most secret of all knowledge, this is the superlatively purest form of knowledge, and this is Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha is something which you experience with your senses. Bhakti has to be realized and has to be practiced and has to be performed in a way that it makes sense now, not just in the future, right? It cannot be that I am practicing something in which the perfection comes only after I die. If someone is having this sort of imagination that the perfection of life comes after death, unfortunately, it's a wrong understanding. If someone is achieving spiritual perfection, they need to be able to perceive it, they need to be able to experience it now.
Yeah.
Right? So we're not saying that, oh, what can you take then? What sort of things which you take with you when you die?
Yeah.
Perhaps you will not see anything to be taken at that point of time, but you will see how you live. Right? So you will live in a way wherein you experience bhakti now. You experience satisfaction now. You experience a life which is transcendental to material way of life now. Right? And that has to be the criteria of,
Yeah.
bhakti versus material way of life, or bhakti versus other sort of different religions. Right? Because if someone says that you have to die to achieve perfection, and only things perfection comes, or bhakti is it has to be realized after death. Unfortunately, Archita, there is nobody in the world who has died and come back and told you, I just died, this was how things were.
Yeah.
Now I was a materialistic person, this is how things went, and I was a spiritual person, this is how things went. Right? So it cannot be based on death. Has to be now. You should be able to live a life which is different now. You should be able to experience bliss now.
Yeah.
Ananda is not just material happiness. Ananda is spiritual bliss which increases unbound ways. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam. It's ever expanding ocean of bliss. Now we don't even know what is bliss. Imagine ever expanding ocean of bliss which you can experience now. So bhakti is, let's call it in modern terms, USP of bhakti is not in after death. It is not. Right? Just be rational about it. Who can really come and establish this fact here?
Yeah.
But has to be, if something is here, then you can, you see it. Right? This has to be now. You should be able to experience now.
Yeah.
And then it makes sense. So, what's the principles of bhakti? The principle of bhakti is that you understand you are an infinitesimal, um, dependent entity. Right? Nobody can tell that I just exist independently. Breathing, such basic thing of life. You are dependent on something else. If there is no oxygen, we die. Right? I'm dependent. There is no water, I die. No food, I die. I am not the cause of these things. Now, in its foundational model, bhakti means to be grateful. Bhakti means to connect with this, whatever totality of existence is. In Vedic terms, is called as Vishnu or Vishwa, which is all pervasive, that which is sustaining the entirety of creation. Krishna says in Gita, Mattaha parataram na anyat kinchid asti dhananjaya mayi sarvam idam protam sutre manigana eva. The entirety of creation, every single atom is all in, they're all resting on Krishna.
Yeah.
Right? So, Mattaha parataram na anya, there is nothing beyond. In this supreme absolute truth, there is nothing beyond. So, see Bhumi, she really wants to get this microphone now. And this is how we all are wanting. I want to go behind this. But then, yeah. If she achieves it, she thinks, oh, okay, there is a perfection of life. But then she can be also distracted and she can think something else. Right? You show her something else.
Yeah, that's true.
And then she will think, oh, that's the perfection of life now. Here. This one, colorful. More colorful.
Yeah.
You see? That's how we are. And then we think, oh, spirituality has to be done after death. Why? See? That is one way of happiness. This is another way of happiness. But there is real happiness, which can be experienced now. Cannot be just after death. Yeah. So, yes, of course, no one takes any, even, a dime with them when they die. And that cannot be the yardstick to measure spiritual progress. Has to be experienced now.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, making sense?
Yeah.
It's a very logical process, very rational process. It cannot be just based on, oh, I think it is like this. Of course, Krishna tells in Gita that Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Yajana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Mahamyam, that he carries whatever we have accumulated in our bhakti account. There is something lacking, we'll add that to make it perfect. But then a sincere practitioner never ever becomes a burden on Krishna, that Krishna, yeah, I'm lacking something, give me something. A sincere practitioner is always about, I want to serve you, Krishna, I want to please you, Krishna, and that's the existence of my life. That's the core value of my life. I want to please you, Krishna, and that can be a mentality which I can have now. I don't need to die to have that mentality. Yeah. So the Gita becomes then meaningful because the entirety of Gita is about consciousness change. It is not about change of situations. It's about consciousness change. Arjuna was a warrior before. Arjuna was a warrior afterwards also. There was a change in consciousness, right?
Yeah.
And that's what is most important thing in life. And we need to change that consciousness. Until we start the process of bhakti, we are the center of lives, that I want to enjoy. The goal of life is that I want to enjoy. That has to change. I want to serve Krishna, I want to please Krishna. That's it. So simple. When we start living like that, it is really practical. It's not impractical. Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual teacher who started this mission, he tells this is not an artificial imposition on the mind. Nothing is artificial here. Okay? It's very natural. Imagine a great personality walks in here, right? Someone really famous personality. You watch football?
No.
No. Do you watch football? Cricket? Yeah. It's a really great personality just walks in. You will not be interested in going and showing off your own wealth to them or your own sophisticated life to them, or you will be more like, what can I do to sort of have a personal connection with you? You'll be grateful, you'll be in awe, you'll be like, oh my god, I just want to, make this time meaningful. And I'm like, oh, I will show a sophisticated phone to this person now, right? So it's very natural that when we see someone who is beyond us, really famous personality, really powerful personality, really extraordinary personality, we will be automatically humbled. Be like, yeah, I want to do something which is meaningful then.
Yes.
So imagine Krishna, who is the supreme absolute truth, and he is there everywhere. What do you want to do to him? What sort of actions you want to reciprocate with him? That is bhakti in its simplest way. Yeah. We may think that, oh, Krishna is somewhere. No, he is not somewhere. He is here everywhere. He's your best friend. He's there in the heart. Krishna says in Gita, Suhrudam Sarvabhutanam. He's the best heart-to-heart friend. It's the closest to heart. So he's not somewhere else. He's everywhere. He's within my heart. So I need to be able to have a relationship with that. And that's bhakti. It's very natural. Nothing artificial. Very natural. Making sense? Yeah. This, such small baby charms our hearts. Imagine Krishna as a small boy. How much charm. Right? Satyavrata Muni prays in Damodarashtakam, I don't want anything in my life. I don't want heavenly enjoyment. I don't want even liberation. I just want to have this vision of you, Krishna. So enchanting, charming. I just want to serve you in my heart, Krishna. So that's the focus of bhakti. And if we can just connect with this ideology, this reality of life, it is very simple to live. You don't need to make life overly complicated. It's about how we live. It's not about anything else. People die anyways. Let's make life meaningful now. I need to be able to experience bhakti now. I need to be able to practice bhakti now and experience the perfection of bhakti now. Okay?
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.